starting this video at the end. So you're going to see a couple of pulls from me on this bike. We're out tuning it, Prebug. And we did start with a full tank of fuel, but we had to abort because the fuel is almost empty. And now I'm trying to get it back to the garage because it's a long walk. So we did a couple of pulls, we measured the time, and we took it on a main road, and yeah, it started powering the prop. Dead set giveaway that it's running really rich. We're going to call this one Prebug tuning fail. Tune in, let's see how we go. Here we go. We've got 4 gram rollers. We've got the draggy set up. Let's hit it. Alrighty, I made it home only just. I mean, the bike actually cut out as I rolled it down the driveway. I thought it ran out of fuel, but it turns out there is a little bit of fuel left in the tank. I think the plug is just destroyed. It is absolutely fouled. So I'll pull the plug out, we'll have a bit of a look, and then we're obviously going to have to make some changes on that carburetor. Alright, so here is the plug, and that is what it looks like. It's not that bad actually, but this is the second plug that I put in it today. The first plug, after a couple of hits at wide open throttle, came back absolutely sooted up and pretty much destroyed. This one, I think I limped it home and part throttle at best, and I think it cleaned the plug up quite a fair bit. So we'll pull the carburetor out and we'll make the changes there. Alrighty, carburetor adjustments are complete. The clip was at the second position from the top on the needle, so what I've done is I've moved the clip right up the top, which essentially leans it out right the way through the middle of the rev range, which is where I believe it needs to be. So next thing is the spark plug. Put that in and you'd think that would be done, but unfortunately no, because I broke the spark plug cap taking it out, of course. So I'm gonna have to order a new one of those off Amazon, fit it up tomorrow, and hopefully be on our way. Thanks to Amazon next day delivery, the spark plug boot has arrived. It's installed and I've started the bike and everything is running. But it made a noise that I'm not happy with. So off comes the CVT cover, and let me show you what we have. Yeah, torn up belt. It is destroyed itself again, which is not great. Looks like maybe impact here. Not entirely sure. You can see a bit of it up here as well, in the clutch. So in preparation for this, I already had a brand new belt waiting. This one is a different one. It's a Polini Evo Aramid belt. Apparently it's got Kevlar and all sorts of good parts in it. So we'll chuck this belt on and the test ride will begin.
If you've been following on with the build of this bike, you would know this is not the first time this has happened. Some of you suggested I upgrade to a Polini or a Molossi Kevlar belt. Well, the advice has been taken. pretty obvious to see where the belt has been impacting inside the case. Well, everywhere that it's black, that's where it's been touching. Everything.
Again. So what that video, or this video, was meant to be was me testing rollers. I bought a draggy and I was going to go through every weight of roller and record the difference in RPM, a 1/8 mile run, 0 to 60 kilometer run, and stuff like that. So that way I had real data to work out what was the best roller for this bike or this setup. But obviously things didn't really go to plan. Now that was the first time I'd taken the bike out on a decent sized road where I could really lean into it. So it was a 90 km/h road, and at prolonged speeds at 90 km/h, or prolonged time, at a prolonged time of 90 km/h, that's when I felt the issue. So I have no doubt that I have the wrong rollers in here, but that was the kind of the point of the video. I only had 4 gram rollers, and I was going to go to 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, etc. Wind it out a little bit. That's 90. Wouldn't have done that yesterday. Feels much better today. Alright guys, we are out again. We've made some adjustments, but unfortunately it's been raining pretty bad. Just got a gap in the weather. So we've made an adjustment to the idle screw, richened it up a little bit, which hopefully has fixed that hanging idle issue. And I can tell you, it definitely feels a bit more poppy. So we'll get it on the straightaway and we will double check. Alright, here we go. Let's have a go. Whee! Actually lifted the front wheel a bit then. Yeah, wow, that's almost 80 kph just in this little 100-meter stretch. That felt much better. Let's do it again. Whoa, it did a wheelie. Excellent. That is awesome. We have something now. I'm going to do that again. One more time. So it's not straight off the mark. It's as the pipe comes on a little bit. It is getting a bit wet, but so I don't have long. Alright, so as the pipe comes on, it will lift the front wheels. Almost then. just backing off. It is wet. All right, we've got something. All right, guys, we are cutting this one a little bit short because of the rain. It's not very good. But anyway, the bike is now performing much better than it did at the start of this episode. It actually popped a wheelie, which is a first for me on this bike. Something I'm pretty happy with. I feel confident enough to try this episode again, doing what I proposed, a handful of rollers from 4 grams, maybe even all the way up to 10 grams, one by one, recording the data, recording what they do on the bike in terms of speed, acceleration, and RPM. So that's going to help me tune my bike and hopefully help you tune your bike too. Tune in to see that hopefully next episode, weather depending. Like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.